James and I went to Hawaii on one of our last big creative missions before welcoming our little girl into the world late last year. If you're curious, we are settling into our roles as parents very nicely, and I am already planning our first few adventures with her. We love our baby so freaking much, but today we are going back in time to Hawaii.
That was freaking bad.
We were just laughing about it. Tell this to no one. Give it to no one. Tell this.
We had a couple of goals on this trip, like capturing content underwater, both photo and video, exploring the island, and building a new stream of passive income. You'll see everything unfold in the next couple of videos, so subscribe if you're new here, and let's get in the water. All right, so we're about 6 miles offshore. We found a cute little group of short-finned pilot whales. So the other group is in the water right now. And I think what we do is we pull up in front of them and the whales come greet us. And then they go about their way. Photographing the short-finned pilot whales was definitely a highlight of the trip. They were whales. It's the first time I was in the water with whales. It was amazing. They were very graceful, and it was kind of hard to take a bad photo of the whales. The whales were just so majestic, so beautiful. Honestly, I think this photo would make an amazing print to hang in our home one day. We went out with See Through Sea, a Kona-based eco-tourist style wildlife viewing experience. I followed See Through Sea quite closely over the last couple of years, and I've grown really fond of how respectful they are about going into the animals' space as opposed to chasing them down in order to give their guests a rush of dopamine.
Alright, so an average pod size is about 30 to 40 animals, but this is a bit bigger than that. These guys are a nocturnal species, so like I said, they go offshore at night to feed on what's called a deep sea scattering layer. They eat shrimp, squid, mostly squid, some lanternfish, and then they come into shallow areas like this in the morning to socialize with one another, to nurse their young, and eventually they fall asleep, usually around 10 o'clock.
Christina.
Yeah.
What did we find?
Spinner dolphins.
Spinner dolphins.
And I just ate the best croissant sandwich that I've had in eons.
Dolphins and croissants.
Dolphins and croissants. The captain of the boat's name is Jim. He is an amazing underwater photographer, and he's pretty handy with a drone too. Wintertime is when humpback whales are in the area off the coast of Kona, and whew, very impressed by that clip. I mentioned how respectful See Through Sea is in terms of giving the animals their space. So whenever we would come across whales or a pod of dolphins, we would actually go a little bit ahead of them and allow the animals to pass in front of us. But towards the end of 2021, the NOAA, or the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, published its final rule that banned anybody from, and I quote, swimming with, approaching, or remaining within 50 yards of Hawaiian spinner dolphins. So I found it useful to point out that this trip was actually filmed in April of 2021. Also, fun fact, we found out that we were pregnant with our little girl maybe 2 days before the trip. So I was pregnant on this trip. People are no longer allowed to swim with spinner dolphins, so I think it is amazing that I managed to get these couple of photos of them while it was still legal. One way that we save money while we travel is we cook. Let me get out of the kitchen so you can actually hear me. So we don't go super hard on these weekend trips, and oftentimes if it's an extended trip, we like to go to Airbnbs so we can have a full kitchen. It's an absolute train wreck right now. We are here for a week and a half on this island, and then the next island we will be there for a week and a half as well. We really just maintain our same lifestyle. We cook from home for the most part. Sometimes we'll grab something to eat, but honestly it makes traveling really, really cost effective, and that makes it so that we can do more experiences like get out on the water, hire a charter boat, that type of thing. Today we have, actually this week we have mashed potatoes, loads of them, because you can just buy a bag of potatoes for like $3 or $4. This Airbnb has a potato masher. We don't even have a potato masher at our house, and I think potato mashers are life-changing.
At a hotel, you don't even get like a styrofoam cup.
We have broccoli, we have kale. I bought a whole tray of chicken breasts that we were planning to grill, but the rain put the damper on grilling. And then hamburgers because the meat was $3 off, and you know, why not buy almost expired meat? All of this food will last us probably a week, and it only cost about $80 and an entire travesty of a condo. All right, that was the underwater wildlife photography creative mission that we went on our trip. Like I mentioned in the beginning of the video, there's a couple more videos coming out from this Hawaii adventure. Thank you all so much for watching. If you're new around here, please hit the subscribe button. Like the video if you liked it, dislike it if you didn't. Oh wait, no, you're not allowed to dislike videos anymore. Okay, apparently you can dislike the video if you didn't like it, which I want to extend that as an option to you. You don't have to just like everything I make, but you probably do. Anyway, that sounded very narcissistic of me. I hope you guys all have a fantastic day. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.